Warning: this game is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning: this game is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Guess who's back? Back again. I am back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Hey guys, welcome to GG Gamer's channel. I'm your host, GG Gamer, and today we're playing Pokemon Academy Life Forever. I know it's been a while. Anyways, last time... I forget. I truly do forget. I remember it was something along the lines of the battle team and Red, aka us, the player, and Blue had a battle, essentially. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump right into the game. As soon as I do that, continue. Last time we played was 11/29. Oh wow, it's been a month. Wait, what? Load. And now it's straight back to the grind. If I remember right, Sam said we'd have a quiz today. Shouldn't be a problem, I hope. Hey, isn't that the guy that got chewed out yesterday by Lance? What? No, that guy had red hair, and he looked stabby. Wait, the student with the red hair was a guy? But her hair was real long, wasn't it? Are you telling me that guys can't have long hair? I don't know, maybe there were two students yelling at Lance? I wasn't really close enough to hear. Yeah, best you don't. God, can you imagine yelling at a teacher like that? Some jackass with more money than sense think they can do anything in that class in the school. I'm pissed. You can tell. Well, I guess what happened yesterday did happen in front of the countless of other students. So I can't say I'm too surprised. You know what? I'd better stay out of this. I increased my patience, apparently. Yeah, I'd better stay out of this. I'd say you two are real jackasses here. I don't blame him for saying that. Huh? Okay, I guess the decision was made for me. What'd you say? So you turds are deaf too, huh? I'm not too surprised considering anybody with normal hearing would gouge their own ears out after listening to the way you douchebags talk. Jeez! Savage! What's your problem? Her problem? What's your problem? You guys barely even know what happened, but you're sucking up to Lance. You creeps really think a two-time regional champion needs a couple of twerps like you stepping up to a bat for him? Get real. Yeah, you don't even know who was at fault. You just went to seem like you're on the stronger side. I really hate dealing with stuff like this so early in the morning, so you guys better beat it before I get angry. Get out of here! Go on, scram! This is our classroom too, you crazy... Never mind. Assholes. Oh, hi Red! Ready for another jolly-filled fun day of learning? Yeah. Hey, Whitney. Hey, Flannery. Thanks for that. I'd like to say I prefer to fight my own battles, but I really appreciate it. I don't know what you're talking about. She meant to say not a problem, Red. Sorry, she got a little shy sometimes, especially when it comes to stuff like this. I do not. Anyway, take it easy, Hotshot. Try not to let those insecure idiots get to you. You live how you want. Besides, we couldn't let those jerks just badmouth that red-haired girl like that. We redheads have to stick together after all. Should I just tell them that Silver is a guy? Yeah, come on. Nah, this is funny. Yes. Just yes. Good morning, Red, and good morning to you two, Whitney and Flannery. Good morning, Leaf. No, it isn't. You should be getting to your seat too, Red. Class is starting soon. Yeah, I know. I know I haven't spent much time with Whitney before, but I never expected her to be so charismatic. Whitney, class is starting. Alright, talk to you later, Red. Just say those two renewed my faith in humanity. At least for a little bit. Okay, you're gonna see. We already did this. We got this. We got this. What else? I eventually want to get to Dragon eventually. Dark type. Seems nice enough. Ground bug. Ice. Not really. Water. We're gonna stick with fire and electric. Because, you know, actually, no. Yeah, we'll stick with fire. Fire and electric. I'm terrible with choices like that. Alright, time for fire class. Gotta buckle down for this one. Initiate properties of fire-type moves, make them liable to cause burns. Some trainers view burns as small bonus, a smidgen of extra damage, which might be caused by any fire move. I find this quite cavalier. Today we speak of burning as a reliable strategy used primarily for defense. You see, unlike certain poisons, burn damage does not scale over time. Burns cost a minor but consistent portion of health every turn. That's very true. This limits its potency as an offensive weapon. However, a burn Pokemon sees its physical attack halved, and unlike stat-lowering moves, burn persists even off the battlefield. In other words, high-probability moves like Will-O-Wisp can cripple attackers. Steady Flame is even more reliable. I never heard of Steady Flame. Adding a dedicated burn move to your partner does have an opportunity cost, but I find the survivability boost more than compensates. Lane happens to know a method for teaching Steady Flame. Oh! Does that mean we get to get this move eventually? Fire proficiency is 7. My Pokemon can reach level 7 now. Nice. And that concludes the lecture. Red, may I have an ear for a moment? Yes, of course, Professor. Crap, I hope this isn't what Lance said. You've been winning quite a bit against Blue, Charon, which is a good thing, of course. But that comes with certain expectations. Your Pokemon are not unproven. Huh? Well, it's as he said. That Charmander of yours has been in a couple of battles now, but nothing's changed. You've been very lucky that it's following your commands. I've never seen a Pokemon so well behaved. But even the most well-behaved Pokemon is going to struggle against another twice its level. Oh well, how do I make him stronger then? Ha! What kind of idiot doesn't know how to train a Pokemon? You don't deserve to be in the school. Shut up, Blueberry. Mr. Oak, we do not tolerate that sort of talk in this class. Besides, what's Kobakon for not to teach Pokemon how to train Pokemon? Seems Mr. Sugimori here is getting more bang at for his buck. Yeah, so you should shut up, Blueberry. Psh, whatever. I'll be over here not wasting faculty time. Kinda feels like if he already knows everything, he's just wasting his own time then. Anyway, training, how do? You must criticize your Pokemon. But wait, criticize? That means... Scorch is my little buddy, I'm not sure I want to do that. Criticize might be a bit of a harsh word, but Bruno's right. You need to let your Pokemon know when they're doing poorly, and when they're doing well, otherwise they'll just keep doing the same thing over and over, and never gain any experience. But, I mean, I never done that before. I mean, I even let my Pikachu back home get on the counter. What's your dream, Red Sugimori? To become a champion like you, sir. Well, for your sake, I hope you end up much better than me. But let me tell you something about Pokemon. They're smart. Like, really smart. Smarter than even the professors that study them know. But they need humans to do anything with those smarts. Human and Pokemon are the perfect pair. One's got power, the other knows how to use it. Or not the power for power's sake is a good thing, but that's a different lecture. Well, what should I do then, sir? If your Pokemon misses a move, tell them why. If they were too slow to react, encourage them to speed up. If they don't take your foe seriously, tell them off. Don't let your Pokemon give you anything less than what you know they're capable of. How will I know what they're capable of, though? Some of that you'll just have to study and learn through experience. Otherwise, your type elective classes should give you an idea what your Pokemon are capable of. Oh, like for example, the proficiency. I'm capable of getting up to level 7. Got it. Your electives will increase the maximum power your Pokemon can attain. Your battles, such as in this gym, will increase their actual power. I see. I'm jumping between electives, but if I focus really hard on one elective, I could make my Pokemon super strong right away. No, you still need to actually train your Pokemon through battle. Yeah, basically, if you just focused on studying and use that type, essentially, consistently, like, for example, if I stayed in Fire type, and say I saved up to level 17, my Charmander can get up to level 17. That's an example. You'll still have to battle them with it. There's not much you can do to speed up that, besides waiting for time to pass. Your classmates will get stronger over time, so there'll be more challenging opponents who reward you more greatly if you try to beat them. I see. Wait, what happens if I train a Pokemon in battle before I've taken enough electives to know what it is capable of? If you take the elective after that, it's fine. You and your Pokemon will both remember the experience, and you can make use of it next time you battle. Oh, basically, say if I went to Electric, I could essentially, let Pikachu know the experience after, but have the XP experience, and it will go over after? Okay. One more thing, you will learn more from losing than you learn from winning. But if you want to maintain your classmates' respect as well as your Pokemons, don't purposely take a dive. Your battles in this class aren't graded, but we will notice if you're losing too much. Not that it should be a concern for you if you continue as you are. Anyway, your opponent today will be this young man. I believe you're well acquainted. Oh. Hey, Silver. Thanks for standing up for me back there. Did you mean what you said? Huh? About getting on the battle team no matter what. Yeah, it'll happen for me and Shu, and if you want it, for you too. Prove it. Red versus Silver. Ember attack! Finish off with Scratch! That hand landed a critical hit on it. Scorch is level 6, yeah! Damn it, I let you down, Skorupi. I'm sorry. It was a good battle. Don't beat yourself over it. Lance is right. Power, all that matter in this world. What? But power isn't what he thinks it is. Show me more of yours, Red. Oh, nice! That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of the day. Oh, thank God he didn't say any strange lingo. The lingo! It burns! It burns, the lingo! I really do love this beat. And that's all I have to say. This music is so well crafted that I wish I could do. You know what I mean? Like constantly. Man, I could eat a horse. I wish I could just go inside a Pokeball and not be hungry like a Pokemon. Although if I did, I'm not sure how I'd get out. Romantic table? Or the cheerful table? You know what? Screw it, we're going to cheerful. Walk in the middle of a fair and kind discussion. And the crazy thing is, I was just sitting there on the steps. Just outside your apartment, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so in suspense. What happened next? Wait, don't tell me. They were roommates? Oh my god, they were roommates! Leaf, don't spoil the story. You will chat happily as lunch passes. Okay, next is Electric. Hey, Ethan. Red, good to see you. Let's get this done. Yeah, for both our sake. Okay, idiot number 7. Above all else, that distinguishes electric types in battle. Huh? That's actually right. It's their speed. If you hit them first, it shouldn't matter who hits second. You get in quick, smash them hard, then you get out both your ass cheeks done. Slow electric slice? Bullshit! I never heard such things! Don't you maggots know how to use about paralysis? It's the most well-known stats ailment this side of sleep. Hustle can dole the shit out at level 1. Paralysis doesn't just stop enemies from moving, it halves their speed. You can cook them while they're getting their panties on. You better remember this. It is some real old one shit, right? I said, am I correct, you skid marks? Lieutenant Surge makes the class rate Thunderwave 50 times each. Classmates bond increased. Level 7 for electric types. And that concludes for our lesson today. Finally, Sam's always fun to listen to, but my head is starting to swim just after 20 minutes of lecturing. Never mind 4 hours. Wait, were we supposed to have a quiz? Weren't we? Despite your hesitancy, everyone in the room starts to shuffle out of their seats. Not so fast, I haven't dismissed you yet. I hope you all haven't forgotten about the quizzes every Monday and Thursday. Oh, what? Whitney said those were Mondays and Fridays. Oops, did I really? Oh well, you know, if you studied, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Oh no. Okay class, clear your desks and take out your pencils. Today's quiz is pretty simple, still make sure you look at the status of the field, your opponent and yourself before you commit to any moves. Remember, this is graded. Yes, music is found music I love. Okay, we are level 5, fighting, or a dino, a dragon type, got it. Clink, steel type, it's -6 speed, so it's so slow. Let's see what our moves are. We got Tackle, Dragon Rage, Draco Meteor, and Focus Energy. I'd say Dragon Rage because it's full health. Dragon Rage has a base, it always does 40 damage. We're at 1 HP. I cannot tell how much health this thing has. That's the Pokedex. That's that. Just Dragon Rage. That was easy. Hey, that was pretty easy. Whew. Good thing that Clink was slowed down so much. Pretty much anything it did to hit to me, it could have knocked me out if it went first. At a glance, it looks like everyone did quite well. It seems you understand the importance of fixed damage moves. There are other moves that ignore defenses too, and I look forward to seeing how you use them. That's it for class. Now you're all dismissed. Finally, I'm about to drop for the first time. I don't even care about talking to Sam. I just want to get out of here. Red, it's time. Come to my laboratory in the research center now, if you please. Sure thing, Professor. Not even a week and you're already in trouble? What'd you do this time? None of your business, Blueberry. Oh, shove off. I'm sure it's nothing. Suddenly, all my tiredness has just disappeared. Anyway, he said the research center, right? So if I start running now, I should be able to cover the entire campus in... Use the brochure! It's got a map on it! Yeah, you're right, Headleaf. Actually, Leaf's always been inviting me to go to the school started. Maybe I should invite her this time. You know what? Fuck it. Hey! Red, hi, what's up? I'm dropping by the research center. I was going to take a look around, then have a chat with Sam. A while ago, you seemed surprised by how close in he and I are, so I thought maybe you wanted to hear us chat. I'd love to go. Did you know I used to be super into science stuff when I was a kid? Mostly paleobiology, but I bet the other ologies are just as cool. Cool, so you good to go? I would be, but just not today. I kinda asked to study with May after I bombed the quiz. I knew Instructor Claire said something about Dragon Rage, but I'm really sorry. Hey, no problem. We'll do it another time. Yeah, we will. I'll come next time, I promise. Yeah, boy! We got Red's contact. We got Leaf's phone number. Let's go! And now, next time you want to invite me somewhere, you can just call me. Thank you. Aren't you a lucky guy? See you later, Red. Oh, be quiet, Leaf. She's probably didn't invite me out in the first place because she had things to do. Well, what can I say? I didn't try. Anyway, I should get going. I'm impressed. It's like a Professor Oak's lab back at home, except 10 times bigger and cleaner. Makes me wonder why Professor Oak would even bother coming back to Palatown. Red, is that you? The one and only. I didn't expect to see you here. Me too. I mean, I didn't expect to see you here. I'm always here to help Nate around the lab. I mean, I'm not helping Sharon. Oh, Nate's here? Yeah. Anyway, what made you want to visit the research center all of a sudden? Well, Sam asked me to come here to talk about something. Professor Oak, I mean. Oh, neat! I'm here because today Research Center brought in Magnemite and Voltorb, and we're gonna see how much energy they can store in a light bulb. Oh, but we're not gonna use them for slave labor or anything. Gosh, that'd be awful. She's hyper. You can think of this as I'm some kind of conditioning or workout routine for Pokemon like Magnemite or Voltorb. And I heard somewhere that since they technically don't have any muscle fibers or whatever, using up their electricity builds up their natural affinity to their... Yo, B. Are you running the ears off another guest? Wow, Nate, you calling her out? You gotta slow it down, B. I'm never going to get any another assistant if you keep blocking off the door with your wall of text. You don't need another synth, though. You have me! You're part-time. Much as I'd love to have all your attention to myself, I know you've got a thing going on with C. Now, I don't mind sharing, but I think C might... Hey, Red, right? Good to have you here. I see you and B know each other already? Yeah, Bianca grabbed me a couple of times for Sharon. Cool. Anyway, let me welcome you to the Research Center. There's not much here for the average student, though, but if you're trying to do something big with computers or run an experiment, this is the place. Well, which of those categories are you in? Observant, huh? Yeah, I'm here just to, use the computers, basically. Networking and stuff. Are you the IT guy? Think of me, Kobacon's unpaid, unknown IT guy. I knew it! I called it! Yeah, Nate's super genius. He knows how to code and hack and slash and debug and defrag and defibrillate and defensory and... let's not talk too much, alright? Okay! Sorry, that's about what... Sorry about that, R. Really, I'm just a simple tech guy, so if you have any toasters that need fixing, that's the kind of stuff I can do. Yep, I figured. Oh, that's for me. Sorry, I gotta step out for a second. Okay, it's alright, man. I get it. See you around. Yes, of course, sir. It's all on me. Nate's always being pulled off by his phone calls. Then he gets super serious for a couple of minutes. Then he's back to normal. So how'd you meet? I figured you and Sharon were childhood friends, but now it looks like you and Nate are too. Yep, actually Cherry and I are from November Town, and then we moved to Espirita... I forget the name. And met Nate. They was barely ever home, though. I think I've never talked to more than the last 4 days than I ever had before. So you don't actually know him at all that well. But you're helping him with this ambiguous computer stuff? I guess not, I guess so. And the whole thing about being here every day is... I've been here every day of the school year so far. Well, I look forward to seeing you again. Yay! Oh, you said you wanted to see Professor Oak, right? He's down the hallway to the left. Hey, thanks. No problem. Ah, Red, good you're here. Hey, Sam. I'm glad we're finally getting to talk. Now, what did you want to talk about? Let me answer a question and with a question, lad. What do you think we have to talk about? My place in this academy? Yes, I can imagine that you would think it would be necessary for us to discuss this. Sam, please, just give me a straight answer. Why am I here? Why didn't you tell me you'd be here? That face says, boy. I'll give you an answer, Red Sugimori, but you're gonna have to work for it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, alright, classic Samuel Oak move right there. You never just hand anything over, do you? No, I do not. Okay, here are the facts. I'm in Kobukan Academy, and you're a teacher here. You didn't tell me, even though you would have had plenty of time to. So you didn't want me to know, however, you knew how much getting into Kobukan Academy meant to me. And you knew that if I knew you were working here, I'd ask for your help getting in. So you didn't want me to ask for your help, that means you either didn't want to help me, or you didn't want me to ask for help. Oh, duh, now I get it. You don't want me to ask for your help getting in because then you'd have to choose between recommending Blue or me. Completely wrong, actually. Wait, what? What? Lad, I never had any intention recommending my grandson to the school. What? But why? Why not? Do your best to answer that question, then I'll give you my answer. This again. Well, you figured he could get into the school without your help and wanted to give him confidence to let him know that he doesn't need to rely on your name. Once again, entirely incorrect. Then why? Why don't you try to answer that then? Just answer the question, Sam. Well, I don't believe my grandson deserves his spot in the school. What? He is arrogant, cruel, and utterly refuses to learn even from his betters. Further, though I've tried, I barely have a relationship with the boy. He calls me on holidays where I am expected to send him money, and that's it. His skills at training Pokémon is undeniable, but that does not excuse his callous disregard for everyone but himself. Unfortunate, I know it all too well where he got these traits from. I was not the best father to his father, but even so... In any case, lad, Blue was not in consideration in my silence on this matter. Then you didn't tell me because you were going to recommend me anyway? There we go! But Sam, I spent so much time writing those letters and applying, worrying about whether I'd get in. Well, if I told you that I was going to be recommending you, perhaps you wouldn't have tried so hard. In any case, you're 18, out of school, and unemployed. I can't imagine that wasted time would have been put to good use. Did I make you miss a daily run or two? Yes, actually. Hardly something worry-carrying at this junction, I imagine. You could be a bit more empathetic. Not with how limited my time is. Speaking of, you now have enough evidence. I believe that to your first answer to your first question, why you are here, think it through. I'm here because you recommended me, but wait. Pokémon is preparation to teach completely newbie to Pokemon training, but it still demands that you have high grades when it comes to math, science, literature, and a life outside of school too. I don't. There's no way I could have gone in with just your recommendation. You forced me in somehow. Yes, and the how is not something that will be relevant, so you can end your train of thought there. Then why? Never mind, you'll just tell me to figure it out. True. So there had been some reasons you wanted me to be here at the school. If it's not my grades, not extracurriculars, what do I have? Yeah, what do I have? Oh, it's my memory, right? Being able to memorize every Pokemon and all their stats and moves and stuff? No, it's related, but most of the professors at the school have done that. Further, it's nothing that anyone with a Pokédex couldn't do. Of course, your aptitude at memorization of all things is rather impressive. Most people have to use a Pokédex for that, so having it all memorized is convenient, though I seem to recall that wasn't your choice? Yeah, I really wanted a Pokédex, but neither my mom nor I were trainers, so I didn't seem worth it to drop the money on it. Well, I'll take your memorization as my proof. My decision to give you a Pokédex was the right one. Wait, what? Wait, you didn't give me a Pokédex on purpose? Now, lad, next guess. Oh, it's the Pokemon thing, isn't it? Like the way they're all calm around me? And so you've picked it up. Well, that's partially correct. But it's more a symptom of a larger reason. This conversation could have been in an email. Yeah, you're right, could have been. Well, lad? Please, Sam, I get that you're smart. Everyone else does too. You're literally world famous for it. Please just tell me. Just please. Very well. You are aware that the focus of my research has been Pokemon and human relationships, yes? Oh, you represent a breakthrough. Something that could be further the bonds between Pokemon and human. More than ever before. Lad, I believe you may possess a special ability. Ah, like a Pokemon ability, but for humans? Question mark? Very much like that. Yes, my colleague Insino has some interesting theories about the commonalities of human and Pokemon ancestry. Incidentally, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, am I taking crazy pills, or humans can't have abilities? That's just not a thing, right? I mean, am I wrong? The answer to that question has been the subject of my research for almost 2 decades. Certainly, there are many documented cases of human beings with psychic powers. Some have been known to talk to Pokemon or heal their injuries with a touch. Oh, yeah, very true. N being the one that can talk to Pokemon. I do not know about the healing with a touch thing. If you don't remember N is from Pokemon Black and White 8 and Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Others demonstrate extreme physical strength beyond the norm. The others have brain power that exceeds our understanding of anatomy. The answer I'm arriving is well, yes, Red. Red, people in Pokemon like you instantly from the moment they lock eyes with you. They want to know you. I call this ability Frenergy. Isn't that just normal? Isn't that just high charisma? It's hard to say. My reclusive life as an academic than research, I can certainly say people don't tend to initiate conversations with me, but that could easily be my own failing. I'm sorry, Professor. I don't think you're right about this. I don't have some kind of superpower, some kind of aura. I just go up to people, introduce myself, then ask their name. It's really simple. Lad, the difference between you and other people are great. They can be explained by simple extroversion, though I maintain my hypothesis is correct. And unless the data proves me wrong, I intend to maintain it. The data... What did you... That's why. You brought me here just to test your theory, not just because of anything I can do or what I deserve, just because you wanted to prove yourself, right? Yes, I don't understand. Why are you upset with me? Why am I upset? I'm upset because... Whoa there, slow down, Red. You know you need to be patient with Sam. I'm upset, Sam, because it sounded like you don't think I deserve to be here. That you just brought me here so you could answer your own personal questions. I don't know if you deserve to be here, neither do you. No one does until you graduate or fail. Yeah, you're right. Alright, yeah, of course. Well, how can I help you in your research then? Graduate in 4 days, you've been introduced to more friends than you knew in your entire life in Palatown. If my hypothesis is correct, by the time you graduate, you should have great many friends and a team of strong, loyal Pokémon. Sam, if you're right, does that mean I'm mind controlling people to talk to like me? I thought you might be concerned about that, so I made sure to discover the answer to that before there was ever the chance I'd tell you about my theory. No, lad, far from it. Rather, your true feelings become apparent to anyone you talk with. It's more than wearing your heart on your sleeve. It's giving your heart to another. People in Pokemon subconsciously know how you're feeling, and even what you're thinking, to a certain degree. And because of that, they know you're just a friendly boy that's safe to be around. In any case, I hypothesize this is an ability that would be actively detrimental in the hands of anyone who wasn't as kind as you. And unless to anyone who wasn't as outgoing. I repeat, this is not mind control, nor does it make people like you. It just means your intentions won't be misunderstood. And when you tell the truth, people believe it. In a world where everyone wants something out of something else, and no one says what they mean, being able to know their intentions of the person you're talking to is reassuring. Wow, so my Pokemon don't freak out because they know I'm not going to try and control them or abuse them or be a jerk, basically. That's my theory, based on that special Pikachu I gave you. And how I've seen wild Pokemon interact with you, the effect seems especially pronounced on Pokemon. What if I were to lie to someone then? Would they believe me then too? Lad, when was the last time you lied to anyone about anything? Yeah, fair enough. Don't worry about things that won't ever happen. Though if you must, I theorize that people are far more likely to disbelieve your lies. I guess. It still feels kinda uncomfortable though. Like I'm getting an unfair advantage in life. Then feel free to put out of your mind. Ignore my ramblings, assume you're a bog standard student, and just do your best at the school that you got into fairly and squarely. And can't really do that now. Well, there you have it then. Now I really must be getting back to work. Wait! Yes, lad? Not everyone likes me. I met a couple of trainers on my first day here. I told them about my circumstances here. And they pretty clearly lost interest, but that's not all. Oh? There's Lance. Mr. Lance. I guess he got seriously angry at me. Oh, now, I'm sure that that's not true. Lance is stern and stubborn, but I'm sure it's far from his ability to dislike promising young students such as yourself. Guess Sam wasn't there for the battle exhibition then. Well, there's more. Blue. He hates me. Always has. My grandson is a statistical anomaly within the margin of error. And if I prove my hypothesis of 18 years correct, not worth considering. I feel kinda bad for Blue whenever I hear how his grandfather talks about him. But it's not like he doesn't deserve it. Well, I guess I've got one more question then. How am I going to pay for Kobacon? My first tuition payment isn't due in 6 months. Oh no! You son of a bitch, Sam! To be honest, lad, I didn't think of that. Boy, you better stop paying that! That's just me. What? I knew it. Look at my face. I'm angry. I'm angry and surprised. And I faint. Shit. Sam? You son of a bitch. Is what Professor Oak said really true? Do I really have some sort of ability? Sharon said I had inoffensive charisma. Is that what he meant? And is there some way I can use it to not get kicked out of Kobacon in 6 months? No, you have to pay money. Good, no one's back yet. I want to talk to Chu about my condition. Hey there, buddy. Do you miss me? Yeah, sorry, but you'll have to get used to it. I've got to keep this up for the rest of the year, remember? Oh, come on, lighten up. Once my schoolwork starts clearing up, you won't even notice that I'm gone. It'll just be like in high school. I say that, but if Professor Oak is right, I need to start re-evaluating myself as a Pokemon trainer, and myself as a person. Yeah, I got some news. Really big news. Give me a second to sit down. It's been a long day. I feel like I could just sink right through this bed right now. Oh, what the hell? I can't sit still after all that. Look, Sam thinks I have some kind of ability that makes people like me. Okay, fine. He explicitly said it wasn't an ability that makes people like me, but still. It really feels like it is. Hey buddy, are you, like, actually my friend? Like, I'm not forcing you into this because of mind control, right? Yeah, okay, I trust you too, buddy, and it seems right, and I've never known him to be wrong. Then there's nothing shady or evil about this. Maybe the best strategy is really to just assume he's wrong and carry on, as I was before. Say, Chew, you haven't spent much time with Scorch, right? Would you like to?
We got you.
Alright, go on out, Scorch!
Charmander!
Now that I think of it, this is the first Pokemon that I ever kept in a Pokeball. I know they're perfectly comfortable, but I think living with Chew for so long makes me feel bad keeping him on in a Pokeball. In any case, he sure looks happy to get out of that ball for some fresh air.
We got you. We got
Riveting dialogue. At least Chew looks happy to have another Pokemon to hang out with. That's a relief. I was worried that Chew would have trouble meeting new Pokemon, or that he'd get jealous over being replaced or something. I wonder what Mom would think of this scene. She'd probably think that they're just babbling. I can tell that they're definitely talking to each other. Come to think of it, Mom could never understand what Chew was saying. She just throws wild guesses based on whether Chew sounded sleepy, sad, or angry at the time. Sometimes she gets it right, but more often not. Can't this really be just because Chew and Scorch trust me? Are other trainers so busy that they're trying to get their Pokemon to obey? They never learn to listen. Alright, it's time to hit the hay, guys. I've got a busy day of pretending everything's normal tomorrow, so I should get to sleep early, and I want to go for a run while I wake up and clear my head. Come on back, Scorch. You too, Chew. Get some sleep. You can play with Scorch tomorrow, okay? Good night. Despite the bombshells yesterday, Sam seems as casual as ever. I guess he figures his part of this is done. Now he's just waiting for the data to roll in. Now, does anyone remember what reading said about the origins of fairy-type Pokemon? Red, it looks like you're paying attention. Why don't you give it a stab? Oh crap, what did he say? Something about reading in fairy types, what should I say? You know what? The answer to that is simple. Reading the opinions exactly parallels of the well-known fairy researcher, Professor Peach. Yeah, because she was a consultant on the book. Yes! Wit! Perplexingly, Professor Oak seemed pleased with his answer. This exactly stuff that dozing off that made my grades so bad in Pallet Town. I really gotta focus up. Get that focus energy on! Get your, bonus before the next action, you know what I mean? Going back to fire class, we need to get stronger in fire. Dude, can you believe some people still haven't memorized the type chart? I already memorized it. Really, in Kobacon? Feeling a bit better about my chances now. One could call a fire a very interactive element. 10 other abilities have advantages or disadvantages against fire. There are, by comparison, only 8 neutral matchups. Fire-type masters, thus, have much to remember. Today, we will be focusing on the defensive side of fire Pokemon. Fire has 6 resistances, the second most by any element. These include the common attacking types such as Ice, Fairy, and Fire itself. Unfortunately, its 3 weaknesses, Rock, Water, and Ground, are also quite common. Worse, still avoiding one often plays into another. Say you're partnered with a fire-flying Talonflame. It will be immune to ground attacks such as Earthquake, but it will suffer catastrophic damage from Stealth Rock. Fire Steel types will fare better against rock, while suffering quadruple damage from ground. Fire types thus make better point counters than walls. Switching into Fire Pokemon will trivializing many attacks, even though other attacks could squelch it. So remember to keep your teams mobile. Blaine describes the sunk cost fallacy of a pre-existing stat boosts. Now that kind of makes sense. You can make level 8 Pokemon now with fire types. I am invincible! And that concludes the lecture. Red, may I have a word? Sure thing, Professor. I've noticed your Charmander is still level 5. It's not level 5, it's level 6! Not to rush to you or anything, but is there a problem? No, sir, I'm just spreading my studies around a bit. I'm pretty sure I can catch up later. Alright, just don't leave it too long. Remember, your Pokemon growth is tied to your own efforts. This is a critical moment for your Charmander, or the first few levels. It will inform how your Pokemon evolves in all future battles. Right, a few more classes, a bit more studying, and you'll be right there. Speaking of, your assigned partner today is... Hi, Nate. Oh, I want to see how you battle. Show me a good one, huh? I'll do my best, but Bianca's not going to be here to help you out this time. Believe me, I'm not going to need that. When my teams get into gear, we take out the trash. What do you mean by that? Wait, what's with that grin? Okay. Ember attack! Okay, Clink. Oh, I got the joke. Clink being a gear. Trubbish being trash. I get it. Ember attack. Of course it gets poisoned. Ember attack! We're level 7, let's go! Did you think that was funny? Yes, absolutely. Your expression on your face as you realized. Tell me why you didn't create it. Tell me you didn't create that team just to make that pun. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. I made the team, then thought up the pun. That's very slightly better. Anyway, I'm kinda annoyed at myself for losing, but hey, these are brand new Pokemon. So what's your secret? You were in a perfect sync with your mom the whole time. There's no way that school-given starter, right? Man, wouldn't you believe me if I told you my secret? That's cool, some secrets, you just gotta stay that way, right? I respect that. See you around, R. Looks like class is over. Then keep an eye out for sharp rocks on the ground. Don't go step on any. Why would I step on rocks? Phew, I'm beat. I know I used to complain a lot about Little Root High, but I kinda miss it now. That was high school, Brendan. Things are meant to be a little harder in university. This is way more than just a little harder. This is like jumping from the kiddie pool to the middle of the ocean. So, how are classes treating you, Red? You ready to crack it? You know what? I'm gonna do this. Why not? What about you, Leaf? You seem smart. I bet classes are no problem for someone like you. Aw, I had no idea you thought of me like that. You really think so? Hey, you can't just dish out compliments like that. That's just weird. You're weird, man. I wouldn't mind if you did that to me every once in a while. Really? then I guess it's fine. Brendan, you can be a bit clueless, can you? So did anyone actually catch how Reddit had felt about his classes, or... Nobody did. It's always getting noisy during this time of day. Let the girl unwind in peace. If you want to unwind, surely your room would be more comforting and quieter. I would, but I don't have time to go all the way there and back in for class. Besides, there's nothing fun to do in my room. Hanging out with you guys is way more interesting. We gotta move somewhere else if it's too loud. Yeah, I've got an idea. You were here for this. Some other friends mentioned... And Serena and Caleb, you were there for this. Some other friends mentioned the gardens. Apparently, it's a good spot for a picnic. You have other friends? You bastard! You villain! You cur! I thought we had something special to my heart, and you shattered it with such cruel abandon. How could you? How dare you? Other friends, really? Really? My? Oh, jeez. Sorry. I can't keep that up. God, I'm hilarious. A real knee slapper you are. Okay, but for real, who are your other friends? Well, there's Hilda, Bianca, Hilbert, Whitney, Flannery, Nate, Gardenia, Misty, and Rosa. Silver. That's 10. Dude, you've been here for 5 days. And then there's you guys! So technically 15. Actually, 16, correction. I mean, maybe he's just being a bit loose with his definition of friend. Oh yeah, that's a duh. I mean, have any of those, like, dozens of names made an official friendship pact? No. Then they don't count. Not friends. Sorry, those are the rules. Dang it. Damn. I guess I never really had any friends ever then. Don't worry, we'll make an official friendship pact, trademark, with you right now. Sorry, I'm saving myself for marriage. Let's see about that. I get it. Not that this conversation isn't illuminating, but we're heading out to the garden? Alright. Yes, of course. Hey, big man. Yeah, Ethan? Do you know how he's even doing that? Doing what? Like, all those people, he makes friends so easily, and we've got a bit in common, you know? So I should be able to do it too? But I don't know, it kind of feels like he's got something I don't. Ethan, you're totally asking the wrong guy. From the moment I saw you two, I wanted to be a friend with you both guys. Aw, thanks, big man. Bruh! You kidding me, right? Are you calling me big man because you forgot my name? Yes, absolutely sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's alright, bro. It's Brendan. Remember, Brendan's here for Brendan. Now, come on, let's go catch up to the others. It can't just be a coincidence, right? Isn't this refreshing? There's nothing quite like the great outdoors after being indoors all day. The great outdoors is right. This is one big garden. They couldn't fit my whole school from back home here. It looks like spring is in full swing. Everything's starting to bloom. Yes, isn't it lovely? Caleb, doesn't it remind you of Perfume Palace Gardens? Rather, it's like I never left home. I heard Kalos is a really beautiful region. I've always wanted to go there myself someday. Well, if you ever find yourself there, you should visit Komarine City. It has some amazing views. You should see some of the paintings that Kayla made of them. I have pictures of almost all of them on my phone. That might not be the best. Would you like to see them? Really? That'd be awesome, actually. What about you, May? Is Hoenn anything about Kobacon? In terms of climate, I guess Hoenn's a little warmer around this time of year, but other than that, there's nothing really jumping out at me. I was hoping to see new Pokémon here, but since Kobacon's so urbanized, there probably aren't a ton of indigenous species here. Alright then, let's take advantage of that green Kobacon does have and find a nice picnic spot. Yeah, about that. Most of the good spots are already taken from the looks of it. Geez, even out here, just how many people does this school have? Whoa, there's an easy solution to this. Sure, what do you propose? Alright, I'll give the first person to find a spot, a good spot, 1,000 polka dollars. Right, try not to make any new friends while you're... I think he's going to be the one. Yes, the speed at which he ran was outstanding. Well, perhaps we should also fan out, but with slightly less enthusiasm. Yeah, I mean, clearly he needs it more than us. Wonder what he's going to buy. New running shoes, maybe. The one he wears everywhere are all old and have holes in them. Sheesh, for such a big garden. There are sure a lot of people taking up space. You'd think there'd be quite a spot somewhere here. Hey, there's a pretty good spot. Took long enough, but I can't just keep wandering around in this maze. Let me just give a group the call. We're gonna call Leaf, because I want my money. Hi, are you there? Hey, you're calling me on my phone. Ah, geez, look, I just found a place. It's nice and quiet. Let's get everyone here quick before lunch period ends. Alright, where are you then? Oh, awesome. I was so focused I have no idea where I ended up here. I'm next to these hedges with lots of flowers on it, and I see some of the benches made of wood, I think. So, you have no clue. I mean, I know I'm in the garden. Speak up, I can't hear you mumbling. Yeah, hold on, let me ask somebody around here. I'll call you right back. You better, 1,500 is riding on this. 1,500? I thought it was 1,000. Okay, I need to dash fast. Of course, the one time I need somebody around the place is empty. There's gotta be someone I can talk to. Looks like somebody had the right idea of finding a quiet place to nap. But in the middle of a school day? I'd ask for some directions, but I really don't want to wake her some random stranger. Then again, I don't see or hear anyone else around. I suppose I could just wake her up and ask her, but I still wonder if she'll be mad at me for disturbing her beauty sleep. You know what? It'd be better off doing that. Hey, excuse me, do you know where this place is in the garden? Beggars can't be choosers. Who knows where the nearest person is in this maze? I'll try to handle this as delicately as I can. I'll just gently nudge her until she wakes up. Hey, I think it's working. Wake up! Please. Hi. What? Please stay away, I promise I have nothing worth stealing. Don't hurt me, it's too public here. Wait, I wasn't trying to. Let me explain. Ow. Ow, my pride. So stay back, there's a presser right around the corner and I have a Pokemon. I very much doubt both of those claims. Look, slow down, I'm not attacking you or robbing you or anything. I was just trying to ask you something. I'm a good guy, really. Self-evident is a good thing. Is in the heart of the man who speaks not of his own Pokemon. Is that from a book? Wait. I know that one. Pride's Pariah. I fell asleep reading it, but I know that that's a reference from it. You fell asleep reading Pride's Pariah? One of the great romance novels in our time? I mean, it's a great book, but doesn't have anything to do with my Pokemon, you know. I wasn't the best at school. I was at the bottom of my class in Palette, so yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of book learning. Oh, you're from Pallet Town in Kanto? Wait, you've actually heard of Pallet Town? Yes, rather, my tutors ensured I had a thorough grounding in my academics, including a geography of my home region. I lived in Celadon, you see, before I was sent here. I think I may have found a completely opposite. I'm from a tiny town, she's from the second biggest city in Kanto. I'm running around a garden for 1,500 Pokédollars, and her parents paid for tutors. Let's see, we're both Cantonian. Even with that shaky start, we can still find some common ground. Yes, you're right, I jumped to conclusions, and I thought you were acting with a wicked intent. I apologize. Hey, don't worry about it, it was my bad too. How is your eye? Are you injured? I know a little first aid. Don't worry about it. I've taken worse before. Truly, you must be quite a street tough. It's more like you have wrist strength of a why-not, but sure. Anyway, sorry about waking you up. Again, I was actually trying to figure out where I was in the garden night. Where? Yeah, like the section we're in, or maybe how to get here from the main area. Oh, I'm afraid I don't know. I simply told the professor I'd like a nap, and she brought me here. Oh, so there really was a professor around the corner? Sure is. How can I help you, kiddo? Hey, yo! What professor is this? Very funny, where's the actual professor? Where's the actual professor? You look like an assistant. Excuse me? I mean, the glasses and crop top, lab coat don't really make you a professor. No, but my doctorate does. Would you like me to bring you to my office and show it to you? Whoa, wait, you're actually a professor? This is Professor Cherry, my mentor. Oh crap, sorry, Miss Professor Cherry. I know who you are. I just didn't see you up on the faculty page. And, you're really young to have a doctorate. What's your name? Red Sugimori. I'm Ethan's doormate. I think you might know him. Alright, I'm over it. Yes, I'm a professor, and yes, I'm the youngest professor that Kobagon has ever had. Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Jeez, I'm really off my game today. That news yesterday really threw me off. You said you were dorm mates with Ethan? Yeah, that's right. That's cute. What do you think of him? What do you think of him? What I think of him? Oh, well, he's cool, friendly guy. Though there is this weird thing actually happening where we keep ending up in the same places and doing the same things. Did he tell you about me? Not so much, just mentioned your name. And said you were his homeroom teacher. It seems like you had some sort of history. That's one way to put it. I actually used to be his babysitter. Since his dad was always at work, he was basically like my little brother. Oh my god. You can tell me embarrassing Ethan stories, right? Can I? Yes! Let's embarrass Ethan! Damn, sorry, Doctor. I'd like to hear more about Ethan, but I gotta find a place for the rest of my friends to eat. Oh, you're having a picnic out here? That's a nice idea. Do you want to use this area? Eric and I were just about to leave. Erica? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, do you know how to get here or what section this is? Sure, this is the area with the Origami sinus trees. Despite my accent, I'm not actually a farmer. I don't know what those are. Oh right, oranberry trees. Oh okay, I think I saw a sign pointing to the Oran Grove a while back, so everyone else should be able to find their way here. Thank you very much, Doctor. This professor is fine. I'd like to apologize again for jumping to conclusions. It's alright, it was a sensible given the situation. Farewell then. Then I do grant the permission to depart, 'tis only to enhance the joy of our eventual reunion. And an old book quote to you too, Erica. +2 and +1, let's go! Alright, time to give another group the call. Well, we're all here now, but we'd better eat fast. Lunch period's gonna be ending pretty soon. I already ate mine while we were walking here. See, thinking ahead. I guess that's one way to put it. Whoa, what was that? It sounded like a Pokemon. What Pokemon was that? Venonat, maybe? Wait, they're looking at me. Sorry guys, I learned my Pokemon from books. Kinda hard to convey what a Pokemon cry sounds like through text. Wait, I know this one. That's my girl! Yeah, that's right, it's a Venonat. I knew it had to be a bug type. It sounded similar to the Venomoth, that's why. Come on babe, let's catch it for you. Let's go! So, completely unrelated, you think the national tournament this year is gonna be an academic sweep? With what I saw with the exhibition match, I can't imagine it not being one. I'm unsure. Janine's skills are impressive, and there's no doubt she's a powerful trainer. At her level, but her ace is a Venomoth. What do you mean, Calamari? Well, Venomoth is a very strong Pokemon as all. Isn't a very strong Pokemon as all. You're sounding a bit like Lance there. Oh dear, I am. Please excuse my old habits. Regardless of the strength of her Pokemon, Janine is very young. She still attends this academy after all. I just can't see her as a champion material. What, just cause she's young, the national champion of Unova is like 6? Oh yeah. If this is going by the manga, I think I know who she's talking about. 12, actually. Yeah, never mind. It has to be who I think it is. You can remember that, but remember a name. What's this about a national tournament, though? It's like only the most important event any student trainer looks forward to, or at least any trainer worth their salt. Basically, Kobokan region isn't large enough to support a traditional 8 gym challenge 4 times a year. Roughly every 3 months, everyone in Kobokan has a week to compete in the quarter clashes. Quarter clashes. Yeah, with 2 Qs. It's very dumb. Anyway, the QQs are a bunch of single elimination mini tournaments, all held at the same time. You have to win 3 times. If you win, and you eliminate 7 other people. Personally eliminating 3, of course. Maybe it's just their accents, but the way those two seem to say eliminate, sounds like they mean kill. Yeah, so if you're in the finalists in all 4 quarter clashes in a year, you're allowed to participate in the national tournament at the end of the year. And the winner of that gets to fight the champion for the title. This year, the winner will just become champion. Kobokan's current champion abdicated around this time last year. Just spitballing here, but has an academy student ever become a champion? A student? No, not to my knowledge, though the majority of Kobokan champions have been alumni. Huh. Hey, I know what you're thinking, and no, absolutely, that's not possible. That's obvious, huh? Like a book. You make small talk as you shove sandwiches in your mouth before you're called back to class. Eventually, Serena and Caleb leave briskly, speedwalking to their next class. Finally, following a particularly nasty glare from Leaf, Ethan leaves you and Leaf alone. Hey, we don't have much time. And well, I know you've been waiting for this, that you need this, so, wait, holy she, what's she? Here's you 2,000 Poké Dollars! She shoves 2,000 in your sweaty hands. Oh. Wait, no, Leaf, you didn't need to. I mean, I could tell you were joking. Hey, it's alright, just take it, okay? How? I mean, how did you... Only someone who really needs it would have run that fast. Besides, you never answered me when I asked if you could afford to evolve Chew now. I'm not proud to reject this, but I have to figure this about myself. I rely on my friends too much already. What? No, you don't. I really do. You never seen it before, but if I don't have someone looking back me up, I just shut down. Well, hey, you'll always have someone backing you up. You're way too popular not to have that, right? I hope so. For a while, Blue was my only friend and palette. When he stopped being my friend, Well, anyway, I decided I was never going to let that happen again. Oh, right. Yeah, I was going out to get fit. I read everything I could get my hands on and make friends with everyone I talked to. I'd do anything I could to make sure I'll never lost all my friends again. Well, I think you're probably safe. The only thing that could wipe all of your friends now would be like a meteor. I'll keep an eye on the forecast. Alright, so what are you going to spend that money on? Maybe you could get some new running shoes? Oh no, I keep these things on purpose. I could totally get new ones. I just like the smell. What? What? Gross. But really? Hey, did I tell you that I made 2 new friends while I was running off, and one's a professor? Jeez Louise, Red! We need to get you on a 12-step program. Your Fred addiction is tearing this family apart. These are our choices, Leaf. I can quit anytime. A meteor, huh? to electric type class. Don't talk to me, man. I just got who I was rolling for one roll away before I have sparked pity. Those are definitely words. I look a little stroll past the gym the other day. Thought I'd check out the prissy slap fights you prepare to attend our battles. And do you know what I saw? Pokémon that aren't electric type. The hell's the matter with you privates? I know you've got allowances from that rich corn-fed sweet hogs that shat you out. Buy more Pokeballs and get your asses to the fields. And keep your eyes out for Togedemaru. You'll know when you see him. They're built like grand hand grenades covered in nails. Even touching the things will give the enemies tetanus, and they'll flinch at the agony inflicted by your zing-zaps. No more shifting around with flowers and goldfish. Get your hands on a proper war rodent. Move out! Loose end surges to Togedemaru is tied to some helium balloons. Okay, level 8 electric types. And with the end of the Second Industrial Revolution, new technologies were made widely available to the public, including the fossil restoration machines. Now, who can tell me which fossil was restored first? It appears you've been saved by the bell. Okay, students, make sure you look over the readings online tonight. I'll be posting some supplementary readings for those of you who are confused today. Based on the groaning I heard during the lecture, I think that was almost all of us. Thank goodness, after that lecture, I'm feeling kinda like a fossil myself. Yeah, I don't know about how that stuff's relevant to students like us. Besides, I already know how all that junk about fossils. Huh? You know about fossils? But you're not excited? Sure, making them alive again is cool, but getting them? Ew, Red. Can you see me digging around in some dusty old cave for some dumb rocks? Can we save this talk about fossils for another time? I've already heard enough about it for one day. Alright, sorry. So what are we plans now? May hanging out with Brandon? Yeah, but I think that guy over there looks like he wants to have a word with you. What is it now? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, Blueberry's been staring at you for a good while now. I thought he was just checking on out your ass, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case anymore. Does he want something from you, or... I don't know, and I'm not interested in finding out. If you say so. Anyway, about today, I was thinking about visiting... Yo, loser. The Academy's library, since I still didn't get a chance to see if there's... Hey, I'm talking to you! Yeah, and I'm talking to some friends. What do you want? Oh, my mistake. Wow, dumb and deaf. Just how clueless are you? Buddy, you've been on Red's case since day one. Give it a rest already. Yeah, what's with you? He's done nothing to you. Ugh, you two again. Do you like hiding behind girls all day, Red? Can't even fight your own battles, huh? What was that? Real, what do you want this time, Blueberry? Is it another one of your pointless challenges? There's nothing pointless about this one. This time it's for real. What exactly makes this different from last time? This time I'm not gonna pull any punches. I'll make you admit it was all luck on Tuesday. He really has a one-track mind when it comes to this stuff like this. What's going on here, buddy? You guys having a shouting contest? If they were Red be losing real hard. I really wish Blueberry's voice didn't carry so far. We've already stirred up a small crowd. Come on, Blueberry. Do we really have to do this right now? Look, can't we do this later, like... Huh! Not on your life. It doesn't look like he's gonna take no for an answer. Alright, Blueberry, have it your way. If I win, you gotta stop all this crap. Enough picking fights. No more bad-mouthing. All of it. It's getting really old. I have no idea what you're talking about whatsoever. Fine, let's get the let's... Like that's gonna ever happen. But if I win, you'll admit you'll always be second-rate trainer compared to me. Does this guy have an inferiority complex, or just hate your guts? I really don't know. If you're done whispering, hurry up and let's get this started. I don't have all day. Alright, even though you're the one that wants to do all this. Let's go. Wait, what? No. What's the issue? We're in a non-combat zone. Battling here would be breaking the rules. God, you're such a pansy. Call me whatever you want. I'm not breaking the school rules before my first week is over, just to satisfy your ego. Fine, we're doing this in the battle hall, then let's go already. You're really going through with this. I said I would, didn't I? Besides, what he said was kinda true. Tuesday was just a practice match. This one's personal. So you're gonna whoop him so bad that he's gonna stop messing with you? That's the plan. Sounds like an interesting time. Can't wait. Wait a second, I didn't think you were going to accept this challenge. I can't tell from your expression, but if you think you accepting this challenge was a good thing or not. Obviously, it was good. You don't get stronger unless you accept challenges. Right, well, I'm off to kick his ass then. Make sure you're prepared. I've been watching his battles. He still can't control his Pokémon like you can, but he's trained them hard and quickly too. Thanks, Silver. Does that mean we're friends? You're slightly less obnoxious than him, hence my support. Push it, and I can flip sides very easily. Thanks. Sorry guys, I need to drop back at the dorm first. What for? Gilbert just gave me a clue. He referred Blue's Pokémon as them. That means Blue brought probably one from home. And he's planning to outnumber me. Oh no, then how can you win? It'll be tricky, that's for sure, but I think we can fight fire with fire here. I have a plan. If I could have your ears for a minute? Oh, what is the plan? Here we are again. I wonder if they're even gonna let us in after what happened last time. I had to wait around this entire time just so you can get changed. Let's get a move on. Hurry up and ask them to let us use the arena already. Why me? This was your idea. The captain said I wasn't allowed to show my face until the battle team sign-ups start. Janine banned you from the battle hall? Serves you right, getting all up in her face like that. Just shut up and ask already. But wait, this means we can't have our battle if you're not allowed here. That's a shame. I'm willing to make an exception. Janine, big fan of your work. Saw the battle on Wednesday, very impressive. Flattery won't get you into the team more than this guy's self-aggrandizement will. Noted. Hey, how does your Venomoth have 5 moves? Secret Shinobi technique, don't worry about it. Sure, so are you battle team guys doing anything right now? No, it's just me and a couple of last year's graduates. And I heard you were talking about I'm allowing you two in the arena for your battle. Really? Just like that? I thought Blueberry was banned from the battle hall. He is, but you're not. It wouldn't be fair to kick you out because of something you didn't do. Hey, you're pretty nice, thanks. Yeah, we're on schedule. Come on, we'll get you two started right away. Nice try trying to get out of this. Unfortunately for you, there's no weaseling out of this one. Now get in here and take your beating like a man. You sure about you're running your mouth a lot for someone who's already lost to me before? I told you that time that wasn't serious that time, and I'll prove it to you with this battle. Let's get this over with then. This is for real, right? By the time he got serious, I'm not holding back this time. Where is Charmander? Where's my Charmander? Where is it? Hey Albert, you showed up. He grasps the obvious as ironclad as ever. Well, I'm happy you're here, even if you're not. Just beat him. There's no need for all this sentiment. That's the plan. You're nervous? Hey Leaf, thanks again for, you know. Oh, believe me, I want to see his stupid mouth shut up as much as you do. I've never seen a worse case of big fish, small pond syndrome. So you got any helpful tips for me before I dive in? Oh yeah, you don't need helpful tips. If you can't beat him now, you'll never beat him. And since you already did, this is in the bag. I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines and streaming the whole thing to May. Now wipe that stupid look off of his face and show him what you've got. Well, alright, here goes nothing. Ready for a trip to the dumpster? Yep, and I got your name on the ticket right here. Don't be so goddamn cocky. I've got a little trick up my sleeve this time. Music stopped. You know what I'm gonna do? Save. We're saving this just in case. Holy... Where did... This is ours. Everyone helped? Damn. Yeah, and so do I. Level 5 Eevee. Use Ember! Ember again! Finishing it off with an Ember attack. It's a critical hit. Level 18! What the? Ember it! Quick attack. Got me. You know what? It's a flying type, so we needed to use electrics. Helioptile, Thundershock it. Thundershock. And we paralyze it. Thundershock. Keep Thundershock. Keep the Thundershock. Hey, Chew, come on out. Thundershock. Thundershock. Torchic. Ember. 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 We have a fast. Okay, now this is where we struggle. Supersonic. Bulbasaur. Tackle. 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 Are you kidding me? What the hell? You had 6 Pokemon. You had a level 18 Pidgeotto. You used someone else's Pokemon. You used some Pokemon you've been training for a battle for 8 years. That was cheating, asshole. Look who's talking, Blueberry. The only reason why you won is because you brought an overpowered Pidgeotto to a fight with a bunch of level 5s. Give me a break, you had a team 3 times larger than mine, you know. I would have had a great chance against your waves of filler without my Pidgeotto. They're not filler, they're my friend's Pokemon, and the only thing they did was even the odds. You were trying to trick me. I at least knew you were going to pull something, borrowing Pokemon, and at least gave me a chance. You don't have a chance. Never have, never will. If I had known on which Pokemon he had, I could have beaten him. Well, I thought you did really well, especially the Bulbasaur and Helioptile. So don't look sad, alright you guys? You should have done better. I saw the first battle you had with him. You had more than enough to beat him. You had a unique advantage here, and you squandered it. What a waste of time. Unique advantage? You borrowed Pokemon, right? If I didn't know which ones were yours, I'd think they were all yours, and you had them for years. I half suspected that you could have started commanding Blue Air's Pidgeotto mid-battle, and it would listen to you more than it does to him. And yet, you still lost. If you can make use of that power, someone else will. Get better. Yeesh, kinda harsh. It's Hilbert being Hilbert. I've gone 10, pretty used to him already. I really thought you'd win this one after you won the last time. Yeah, so did I. I just didn't see the Pidgeotto coming. I mean, as much as Blue is a jerk, he really is a good trainer. He pushes his Pokemon to their absolute limit. You could have given him a Rattata, and it'd probably be Eradicate by the end of the day. Wouldn't listen to a word he said, but with that much power, does it matter? We've battled before, and I've only won like twice, I swear. I used to have nightmares about that Pidgeotto now, apparently. Hey, you made me promise, remember? Snap to it, inferior trainer. Do I have enough pride to make a big deal out of this? You guys are new else, but... Alright, Blue, you beat me fair and square. Yeah, I know that. You said you admit it, you'll never be a better trainer than me, so say that. Get over yourself already, you won the match, now quit being such an ass. Red fulfilled his promise, now leave him alone. The hell are you on about? Are you this loser's keeper or some shit? That's enough. Oh boy, well it figures that he'd show up here. But why now? There's no merit in gloating after a victory. I will not stand for this kind of behavior in the battle hall. It's you. The battle is over, hurry up and shake hands. You're inconveniencing the other trainers. That goes for everyone else too. Unless you're with the battle team, be gone from here. Except for you, you stay. Me? What did you do, Red? I guess you weren't at the exhibition match after all? Well, I guess this one is going to be part 2 of that. Well, I'm already bored already, so keep it to yourself. Later. Alright, I guess I gotta go. I'll stick around, but I'd rather get in on Lance on Originine's bad side. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, see you. Oh boy, better buckle up for more ranting. Wait, Blue's still here? You, over there. I thought I told everyone to leave. You're the supervisor of the battle team, right? You're Lance. I won't tell you again, leave. Wait, weren't you watching our match, right? You think it's pretty safe to say that I got the skills to get into the team? Janine over there won't admit it, but I'm sure you can recognize talent. No. But, you didn't? I said no, now get out. You're not helping your case by begging us to sign you up every day, you know? Well, frankly, it's a little embarrassing. Further, I trust the judgment of a captain of the battle team. Absolutely, if the captain says you get in, then you do so. Smerely if the captain says you do not. You do not. Do not attempt to subserve the chain of command, regardless of my status as a champion. I am a battle team's advisor. What's up with that? Are you too blind? I wiped the floor with Red. He didn't stand a chance. You're making the biggest mistake of your life putting me on the team right now. I'm the best thing that has happened to the school, so I deserve to be in here now. You're supposed to be Professor Oak's grandson? You boast and preen, but you're so uncertain that of your own skills that you refuse to earn your spot on the team like any other student. You don't know a damn thing about me. You think you're some big shot just because you run things around here? Show some respect. One more word out of you, and I'll have you thrown out of this building. Janine, allow me. This is the second time this week a brand new student has presumed to make character judgments about me. And yet, through you are a modicum of polite, I find your words far more tiring and worthless to listen to. This is not a position a battle team hopeful wants to be in. Be gone. Ugh. Well, I need to start taking tips from these guys myself. Oh, from Blueberry's introduced migraines. Now then, our business is with you. You look vaguely familiar. Have we met before? And while I look familiar to Ethan, you can ignore our hairstyle anyway. The kid's a new student. Only he's been here for, what, 5 days? According to Blue, his name's Red. Red. I'm sure I've heard that name before somewhere. Never mind. You said you had business with me? Kinda getting late, and I'd like to get back before curfew. Don't worry, this won't take long. We just want to ask a few questions about your team. So you can team of extremely diverse Pokemon flawlessly. You have lost that battle, but they responded to your commands with the swiftness of a champion-trained Pokemon. How long have you been training them for? I bet him often get a word I was saying until about middle school, and I've had him since I was 4. You must have put your team through some intense training. Why haven't any of them except the Pikachu you evolved yet? Oh well, actually, the only Charmander and the Pikachu are mine. I borrowed the other 4 from my friends from this specific battle. Crap, I hope that's not against the rule, is it? Well, whatever I say here, I can't tell them about Sam's Frenergy theory. If he's right, that's something I need to keep very private. And I really didn't do anything particularly special. I just told them what I wanted them to do, and they listened. Oh crap, that was a lot, hey? But wasn't it? I've always been awful at lying. Was that all along because of Sam's theory? Are you serious? Yeah, 4 of those Pokemon aren't even his, which is totally cheating, right? What are you trying to pull, Red? Get out of here, Blueberry! I told you to keep your mouth shut. Thank you, Janine. In any case, there has to be something else. Working with Pokemon, let alone battling with them, just isn't that simple. Geez, there is no belief there. Now I'm second-guessing everything I'm saying. This ability is really complicating things. I just wish if I knew it existed. Do you use hand signals or specific vocal commands? Like, come on, give us something to work with here. I really don't know what to tell you. They understand me and I can understand them. I'm starting to feel like I'm a broken record here. Okay, these were your friends, Pokemon. Are your friends like champions? Did they put them through some intense training without raising their level? No, my friends are just other students. I met them last Friday. Okay, you said that Pikachu was yours, right? What about... I should have known. Now I remember, you're the runt of a Pikachu. Oh crap. Wait, this kid? He's the one that you were complaining about before? Small world. I shudder to think that of the time I've wasted listening to your pitiful meanderings. You had no idea what you're talking about from the beginning. They understand me, and I understand them. Say such things that you mock the very foundation of the Academy. I have nothing to say to you. Lance, take it easy. I think he was being serious. If he is, and he is not intentionally wasting our time, he is direly delusional. And we have even more reason to show him the door. What's his problem all of a sudden? It's like he personally completely turned itself on its head when he remembered who I was. I was hoping to get some information out of you, but it's clear that you're just wasting everyone's time. Huh. Why are you still here? Has anyone else ever, or even once in your privileged life, told you no? The grandson of Professor Oak. So much trouble with someone like him. What an embarrassment. Don't think I didn't hear you mouthing off when you came in here celebrating victory before the match even started. Even with your overwhelming level advantage, it was far from a clean battle. Call me immature, but even I can't stop myself smiling at Blueberry getting scolded like that. It's very refreshing to see happen to someone that is not me. You got a problem the way I do things? I'll take you on myself. Acting so high and mighty just because of a few trophies? Yeah, I know your accomplishments, or lack thereof. Yeah, you might have a champ two regions, but how many tries did that take? One Elite Four member literally died of old age before you even beat her. I've just had enough of you and your disrespect towards Lance. If you don't get out of my face within the next 10 seconds, we're gonna have a big problem. Discretion is the better part of valor, Blue. Red, you won't always be able to rely on your friends. You'll be left alone and powerless one day, and you're still a third-rate trainer compared to me. Get out. I thought I was second-rate trainer. When did I get demoted? And why haven't you left? Leave. You have no more business being here. On my way out. Just a second, Lance. I'd like to have a word with them myself if you're okay with that. I see a new point, but do what you want. I take my leave of you. If you need me or something, you know where to find me. Phew, now that we have some privacy, I'd like to talk about a little more about you and your Pokemon. You said you only had your starter and that Charmander for a short while, but you two can understand what the other is saying without a hitch. And it's the same with your Pikachu? I mean, you're hiding something, obviously, but I don't think you're straight up lying. You believe me, finally. I was starting to feel like everyone else in the room was against me. Yeah, but you might prefer that I didn't believe you. I mean, I'm going to try to use the heck out of you, actually. Use? Well, what do you mean? You said that 4 of your Pokemon weren't actually yours? Never trained with them before? Yeah. Well, there's a really interesting, because if you can do that with Pokemon and that are stronger, than the ones you have on hand, then we could just hand you a couple of strong Pokemon and have you go to town. As long as you're able to borrow, you wouldn't have to train at all, which would save us so much time. Now she's looking at me like a spider, figuring out the best way to eat me. I'm not sure I can help that much. I mean, I'm still figuring out what I can and, can't do with Pokemon. Yeah, duh. This is how we figure it out. Test until you break. Can we stop right there before that point? You can tap out at any time. After I let you, I mean. I kind of feel like something is awakening in me. Hey, you alright? You look pale. Yeah, it's just, been a long day. Well, yeah, it's getting late. You should probably head back. Right. Thanks. Oh, hold up. You're cool with me being pushed to absolute breaking point, right? You know what? Fuck it. As long as it's by you. You've got a lot of nerve. Hey, as I'm willing to prove in battle over and over, there are some stronger Pokemon, your current Pokemon just won't cut it. For the tryouts, never mind, you have only two of them. Wait, what are you saying? Well, I'm going to see you at the battle team tryouts on the 19th. Right? Absolutely. Good boy. Now get to bed. If you're not back soon, security will catch you. Yeah, I'd have more luck escaping them if I was a pizza, at least according to Hilbert. Remember, April 19th, be here. What a day. I agreed to meet with Brendan and May for dinner without a second thought. I haven't paid any attention to the conversation the entire time. How'd your day go, man? You seem kinda down. Nah, I'm fine, just a little tired. Still haven't found out where to buy energy bars in this school. You've been tired a lot lately. You should try to take it easy one of these days. Oh, believe me, I've been trying. I'll bet you're tired. I'm surprised you managed to crawl out of that situation in one piece. Seems like you love getting into trouble. And trouble seeks me out, and trouble has spiky reddish brown hair. Well, I know what'll cheer you up. What are you guys doing for the weekend? Oh boy, let's see. I got a ton of homework for both homeroom and my electives. Get this, we need to read 3 chapters and write a 3-page rep. Well, I was thinking we can go to the fields outside of school and catch some wild Pokémon. Is that even allowed? Yep, I asked all around and all the teachers gave me the okay. Apparently all the Pokémon in the fields were originally imported from other regions just for the students here. Really? They just import Pokémon from other regions? Hope they remember to do their research on maintaining the native ecosystem. That is really convenient. I didn't really know importing Pokémon was a thing or legal. We should invite Serena and the others guys too. I bet they'd get pretty upset if they found out we forgot about them. Oh, definitely. This sounds too good to me. Alright. Hey, okay, it's decided. Let's all meet up at the entrance first thing in the morning and catch some wild Pokémon. Yay, I'll be looking forward to it. But my homework. I should bring up Chew and Scorch with me, too. Might be a good chance to see them in action against some wild Pokémon. Speaking of everyone else, they should be probably bringing their Pokémon too. Now that would be interesting to see. I should keep an eye on which Pokémon my friends might let me borrow for the upcoming battle team tryouts. Oh geez, I still have to tell everyone about that. I mean, she basically invited me to apply. I guess she doesn't know about Lance's dogma, but she saw how he acted and didn't seem to care about that. Yeah. Your mind races, but you eventually manage to drift to sleep. But excited to sleep. And that's where we're gonna leave things off. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Follow me on YouTube. Link is in my profile. Follow me on Twitter also in my profile. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.